Today's Russia claims to be the defender of the Slavic world. But what if I told you it started as the biggest traitor to the Slavic people? While others fought against Mongol invaders, the Duchy of Moscow rose by serving them. Yes, Moscow didn't resist the Mongols, it thrived under them. It became the chief tax collector for the Golden Horde, helping enslave other Slavs. Let's go back. In the 13th century, the Mongol invasion shattered Kyiv and Ryazan. Cities like Kyiv, Ryazan, and Chernigov were burned to ash. But Moscow? A small village that bent the knee. The princes of Moscow didn't resist, they collaborated. They paid tribute, begged for Mongol titles, and were rewarded. The Khans gave them power to dominate rival Slavic lands. While Novgorod and Tver tried to maintain freedom, Moscow used Mongol support to crush them. They assassinated rivals, waged war on fellow Slavs, and expanded their territory, not as liberators but as Mongol agents. The Grand Prince of Moscow was literally titled Great Tax Collector for the Horde. They grew rich by helping oppress their own people. Moscow even adopted Mongol political customs. Absolute rule, suppression of dissent, secret police, all rooted in the Khan's court. The famous Russian autocracy, a Mongol inheritance. And when the Horde finally weakened, Moscow took over the empire's methods and lands. Fast forward centuries, Tsarist expansion, Soviet imperialism, and modern nationalism all trace back to this origin. A state that rose by betraying Slavs, and ruling over them in the name of foreign power. Today's Russia claims to be the guardian of the Slavic world, but its roots lie in betrayal, not resistance. The Duchy of Moscow didn't fight the Mongols, it served them, and it all began with a prince named Yaroslav II of Vladimir, the first Russian ruler to bow fully before the Khan. In 1238, the Mongols devastated Russia's lands. While cities like Ryazan, Kozelsk, and Kyiv were destroyed, Yaroslav II, Prince of Vladimir, chose a different path. Rather than resist, Yaroslav traveled to the Mongol court at Sarai and accepted their rule. In 1243 he received a yarlik, a decree from the Great Khan granting him power over other Rus' princes. But there was a price. He was a vassal, a tax collector, and a servant. Yaroslav laid the foundations of Moscow's future. He handed over his loyalty to the Mongols and taught his sons to do the same. One of those sons was Alexander Nevsky, who continued the policy of appeasement. Another was Daniel of Moscow, founder of the Moscow dynasty. Moscow would soon become the most loyal Mongol subject, using tribute, betrayal, and bloodshed to expand. They didn't unite the Slavs, they conquered them for the Mongols. They crushed rivals like Tver and Novgorod with Mongol support, and by 1328, the Muscovite princes were officially titled the Grand Tax Collectors of the Golden Horde. Russia's famous autocracy? It wasn't born in Byzantium, it came from the steppes, from Yaroslav's first bow to the Khan and centuries of Mongol-style rule. So remember this. While other Slavs fought to survive, Yaroslav II and Moscow sold out. They gained power by enslaving their own people. Modern Russia's empire traces back not to Slavic strength, but to a legacy of submission and betrayal. So next time you hear about Slavic unity from Moscow, remember this: the Duchy of Moscow wasn't a Slavic savior, it was the first puppet. The real heroes were the ones who resisted, not the ones who collaborated. Russia's empire wasn't born in freedom, it was born in tribute, betrayal, and Mongol gold.